Been with a program and a school for 12 years, and to make that jump, maybe just discuss that process, the motions working into that and taking this position here.
It's been a not a long process, but it's been a process to where it's kind of bittersweet to leave somewhere that you've invested a lot of time into to kind of go out on your own and try something new with a program that I think that we can have a lot of success at. More than anything right now, I'm just excited to be here and looking forward to getting to work with the kids and the coaching staff.
Could you just talk about your football philosophy, what you're looking to really implement on the offensive and defensive side of the ball?
If I was to boil down my offensive philosophy or my philosophy in general into a couple terms, it'd be put the kids in the best situations to be successful. I think with looking at our personnel, we want to run some type of even front, and offensively we're going to be a spread, no huddle offense.
You did mention in your meet and greet with the parents that you will conform your philosophy to the athletes that you have, and Josh Ladowski has pretty much credited you in that offense with designing that offense, and the athlete that you had in him, one of the best athletes this state has seen in quite a long time. Talk about, I know you haven't seen much of the talent here, but how you work with some of the talent maybe that you've seen on film working into the system that you hope to implement here.
I mean, I've watched the huddle film, kind of got a little bit idea of what we got coming back. But again, I'm just a firm believer in finding what the kids do best and building your system around it. Fortunately, I believe the system that I've used in the past, I believe we have the personnel here, not to implement it verbatim, but to use it as closely as possible, and again, to just fit it to what our kids do best.
You're loaded pretty much at wide receiver right now,
yeah.
With Amizi and Leshak and Blues. You have a lot of good wideouts. I guess it's all going to be based on the line and giving Austin enough time to throw.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, well, looking at our offensive line, I think we got some size, some skills, some talent there. I think we'll be successful up front. But as you said, I mean, one of the biggest things that jumps out on film is the skill position guys. I think we got a good core group of receivers to where we're going to have some position competition and kids battling it out for those 4 spots.
You talk about you're also talking about buying in to the program, and I mean, you're going to be dealing with a rising senior you're going to be the 4th coach in 4 years.
Yes,
and those seniors are going to be big for the leadership in selling that program to the underclassmen. So what's that process? How challenging will that be for you? It's a unique position
yes.
to be in, talking to some kids that are dealing with or are working under 4 coaches.
I mean, I think one of the things that I'm going to speak with the seniors about is how important they are, because they have had a couple tumultuous years where they've had multiple head coaches. Every kid wants their senior year to be successful, and for the kids below them, the underclassmen and the rising juniors, to see hopefully those seniors are buying in and will buy into the program. They see those seniors buying in. Hopefully it will ease the transition in the new program.
And you did reference this in your meeting with the parents, but in terms of your philosophy trickling down to the JV and the middle school programs, what do you see your interaction with all those programs going forward?
I'd like for our JV program, obviously our JV program is important. Those kids are our kids, and they're the building blocks and the foundation of what we're going to do in the future. With our middle school program, I would like for them to implement our core values and concepts offensively and defensively, so that when the kids get here, we're not teaching stuff from scratch, and they have an idea, a philosophy of what we want to do and what we're trying to accomplish.
Short-term goals for the program, in the first few months, not even talking long-term to the end of the season, but where would you be happy with or satisfied come August 21st, just before that first game?
Well, the first thing I want to get established is our culture. As I referenced in the parent meeting, we're going to develop a culture of hard work. We're going to develop a culture of grinders. For us to be successful, for any program to be successful, the kids are going to have to invest time in the weight room and in building their bodies and building themselves up. But really just, through these first couple weeks, establishing a culture, and then once we get to spring practice on the 20th, start, talking scheme and fitting people into that scheme.